watched SNL in my life by Nat, the pre-election night show in 2016 as a freshman in college. The thing is, Bowen, I'm perfect for SNL, and you can get the hell out, boy, okay? Nat? Not taking the abuse, boy. And Sarah, people should not have to watch SNL and have a negative reaction to how gross it is that they can't even eat meatballs anymore. Sorry, I almost startled my 10 little baby screws from repairing my MacBook, which you'll see in a second. It's a different Mac than the one that I've repaired previously this week because I'm an expert, duh. I don't want to watch that. SNL is so canceled. Guys, did we not see the previous presentations? SNL is canceled. Anyways, oh yeah, ADHD. So then this be presentation on the first time that I have ever watched SNL with someone, okay? It was a nice day in college. I had recently finished producing a rap selling music video with my friend on a penny board. I can no longer find the file, but one of my backup Instagrams used to be utilized to promote my work, and I actually lost my hard drive of my pre-2017 work. Wait, I can repair laptops again. Let me fix it, 1 second. So I took my old 2015 laptop and I began repairing it. But then I determined it unfixable. Like your perception of me, I don't know what's wrong with it yet. So the rap that I was making was called Donald Trump rap, and basically it included every negative quote that Trump had said election season in a rhyme form as I rode my penny board around college campus in a jean shirt and a hoodie combo with a sideways Carleton College hat, as my friend called me. So cool. These are pictures, though, that I was able to find from the time era itself. And yes, this is me holding 2 lighters, with a tie-dye shirt on and a headband around. My aviators. My aviators were my classic. I was so moved by Top Gun, and no, I didn't actually ever watch the movie. I just like the Riz value. And there's me. This is actually the picture that was utilized on my first ever website for myself. I just removed the background and made it this kind of color blue, actually. And there's one of my Halloween costumes outside of a movie director and Top Gun, but make it girly costumes. And yes, I was a Snapchat filter in 2016, the unicorn. This is me now. I'd like to think that I'm growing up pretty nicely overall. I'm pretty proud of myself. Here's a random ad break, because I'd like to say that I'm so cool.
Spotted, lonely boy, can't believe the love of his life has returned.
For Dan to be Gossip Girl, I mean, I would have loved if there had been a million flashes of every time he looked at his cell phone. You know, all those times, that was him acting. Right. When he was alone. So that means he was completely schizophrenic. It's true. Transgenders.
I was new, I just never really gave a fuck until the girls did. I was new, I transcend agenda by loving women like the male gaze through the man on the screen, on the now that's me, and now, transcend. It's not the way you look when you start to dance, but the stars in your eyes when you shyly grin.
Why so thirsty, S? You may have won over B for now, but we still think you're hiding something.
Bisexual for the trans.
Drunken circumstance, you make me feel safe, like I could let you in. Cause you're so cool like Peter Pan.
I hope you liked that advertisement. We're back to our previous scheduled material around the time that I first watched SNL. I was kind of nerdy at this point in time. I still had a trash bag of movie theater popcorn from our newspaper publication party that no guests had attended. So it was a full bag, trash bag sized of popcorn that my coworker at the movies brought for us. And the girl that I definitely had a crush on at this point in time at the party said, "Hey, you think any of your freshman friends will want this popcorn?" I didn't have a lot of friends. It was like a frat sorority school, and I was trans AF. Like, all my best friends freshman year were guys. I had, like, so many guy best friends, and it was the best because we would literally sit in the back of their cars and, like, rap freestyles. All, like, of course, not great in comparison to the rap god. But it really helped with my confidence, and it really helped me understanding, like, hey, we're all on this planet together. We can honor our diversities and love each other in the light. So I was actually pretty great at rapping in my guy friend group. And yeah, we just did, like, stupid guy stuff. Like, you know, there used to be a rule at parties, and I'm not sure if this is, like, still a thing in, like, a post-COVID world for, like, young women and men at college, but it used to be that if you were trying to get into a frat party, you couldn't show up as one girl with 5 guys. You had to be 5 girls with 1 guy, and maybe he'd be let in. Yet, I always was the one girl showing up with 5 guys, as all, like, the girlfriends at my hall and, like, in my dorm that I knew would be, like, Ubering, and I'd be like, what's an Uber? What are we doing here? Or they'd hop in the back of a truck of some guy, and I'm like, guys, you can't do that. You might get kidnapped. But I would just always run with my guys my freshman year, and it was fine. It was fine. But then I transferred because I did not want to be at a sorority mindset school. Frat I can deal with. So then there I was, just this weird chick in my dorm who only hangs with guys, making notes on her dorm's door whiteboard. Free popcorn. Who is going to see a sign on a whiteboard of a freshman dorm that says free popcorn and think, yeah, I should definitely go knock on this person's door and ask, can I have some of your free popcorn? So there it is, Saturday nights with the one and only. Partially, I identify as trans because I have this thing that all men have called our prefrontal cortexes are immensely struggling and taking forever to develop. It sucks. So I had a bad concussion the year that, like, prefrontal cortexes are supposed to be, like, finishing developing up for women, and I joke that it actually ended up finishing around the time that I was 26, when men's brains do, just for Bowen Yang to call me Mark Robinson's search history by name on national TV. So that really did wonders for my concept of self. Like, thanks, my prefrontal cortex just finished developing, and now you're gonna call me this? To my face? To my name? By my name, bro? Bro, level up. Why aren't you being a bruh? Why you being a mean girl, bruh? I was pretty confident at that point in time, to say the least. I mean, you know, once again, going back to my freshman self, that was about to watch SNL for the first time in life, and I just finished up making their rap music video. I was pretty confident. Yeah. It was like waking up from a bad dream. My presence is, that is. Are you guys confused? What dimension are we in? But yeah, that day, I was feeling cool. Ultimate campus Riz value. I was so closeted because, like, loving women for me, it just, like, came so naturally, right? Loving men was too. Almost like nature means everyone is bi and trans. And I saw my older crush, who is bisexual and lives abroad in right. To impress her, when I saw her, I used my belt and I tied it around my friend's handlebars on her bike, and I pulled her. I was like, yes! So she got a good laugh out of that, folks. You never know what you're gonna do to seduce a woman. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I'd say overall, like, I'm a really joyous and entertaining human to be around. I love to have fun, and I'm so sorry that SNL ruined my ability to have fun and make the world light. Oh my god, look out, it's Mark Robinson's search history. You aren't even funny, dude. That's literally so mean. So then it was a Saturday, and it happened the first time I saw SNL. Nat ran into her crush on campus. Normally he goes home every weekend. I was like, yay, what are you doing here, bro? So he was in town and he wanted to hang out again. Yay. Okay, we used to have a lot of fun together. He already had a business as a freshman in college. Wow. He would never let anyone post pictures of him online, ever. It was obviously because his dream, as he told me, was being in political office. I can't have any images of myself on the internet. I can't have any scandals ruin my life. Duh. But I still posted a pic of his backside at the beach to make my friend jealous. Duh, my crush. Oh, and since I didn't have any pictures of him at this time, here's a picture of me going to a job interview with vampire prosthetics on my neck because I was acting in a student film where I was bit by a vampire because my typecast in films, believe it or not, it's kind of like femme fatale. Like, hey, boy, you want to make out? You think you could come a little closer to me, boy? And then he bites my neck and I become a vampire. There's some more pictures from around this point in time. Again, this would have taken place after my first time seeing SNL because we went to New York, of course, for the ball drop. Duh. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness of my soul. So, more on my freshman Pookie. He was a scrawny guy. The previous week we had an all-nighter. Are you guys confused? Or are we, like, vibing here? I think we bowled and watched Jeopardy together. No sex, just tickling each other in a twin-size mattress. I tried not to fart a lot. Because, okay, for dinner one night, I forget, I think this night was either Cracker Barrel or this fancy restaurant downtown. But when we went to this fancy restaurant downtown, I was like a freshman living like Larry. I was like, we're sitting on a balcony watching the sunset. It's the most romantic date in the entire world. We both got steak, which I know, I'm a lady, but it was free date steak. We kept the good vibes going. At 3 a.m., when we're again pulling our all-nighter, he made us tea from his roommates in England. He kept leaving his room after we drank it to go throw up, almost as if it hurt his stomach. At 5:30 a.m., we decided, let's go see the sunrise on the beach. I made him pull over in an Adam and Eve parking lot, and I threw up. We made it to the sunrise, but we both just kept throwing up in the dunes. And I have a picture of his backside that I put on Instagram of this morning, because I'm such a romantic. Haha, the Lostman Tea Party. Ha 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 ha. But November 2016, the night that I saw SNL for the first time. This is the night, actually, that took us to Cracker Barrel for dinner. I got chocolate chip pancakes. After dinner, we went to the library not to work on homework or becoming a homework, but to write comedy together because he motivated me to do my first ever stand-up show, which was literally a contest that people who had been performing for years participated in. I got an honorable mention, which was chill, I guess. I mean, it rains so much here, it's almost like my bipolar ex-boyfriend. Like, hey, I just want to kick you in the shin, and you're gonna scream at me, hey, we're not a Buck Cherry song, but you're a crazy bitch, bruh. Or something like that. I forget what it was. But after that, after our night writing, it was Saturday night, and everyone was tense over the election, so he wanted to watch SNL, as he does most every Saturday. P.S. I am sorry to the chick that I had a crush on in my dorm hallway, who probably overheard my boy toy rooting for Trump. At this point in time, I was like, women are hot, kinda. I mean, I definitely had already really crushed hard, like a man on a lot of chicks, but then I was like, damn, am I a bisexual baddie or like Noah in The Notebook? Essays on 100 reasons that I am transgender and will never transition. I don't know where it is, but I have it somewhere on the internet. I mean, the rap that I made, and I just made, I thought, and I was trying to explain to him, it's more lyrically devoted to the craft than this was. Like, come on.
This guy's getting in on this, You used to call me on the cell phone.
But that's the first episode of SNL that I saw. So we started to watch the November 7th, 2016 SNL episode. And I was about to ask my boy toy, who is that woman? Who is this woman? What is going on here, sir? But then I look at his phone and he is texting someone labeled my girlfriend. Uh-oh. So it's not only the night before Trump is getting elected, but also my crush has a girlfriend that we already spent a night together. We didn't kiss or get romantically involved or anything. We were just kind of like bros chilling. So there definitely wasn't enough build up to that joke. Just remember that I'm a transgender human, so it affected me the same way that it would a frat bro. I was like, is she hot? And trying to make him show me a picture of her. Then we were like, bro, do you think Trump will actually win? And he was like, bro, I hope so, bro. And I was like, was I not supposed to vote for Hillary? Fuck, is she kind of crazy? A little. So all professors on Monday the 9th were depressed, and I was there like, oh shit, am I gay for this Kate McKinnon character? So then I had internalized homophobia, and I didn't try to watch SNL again until that May, which is funny because that's their summer break, and by the time SNL returned, I had a 23-year-old chick from home visiting my 19-year-old ass in my sorority hotel, new college dorm at a queer-friendly school. I wasn't in a sorority, but they over-accepted students that did not have housing, so I was living with 300 sorority girls, and anyways, the crush that came over kind of looked like Kate McKinnon, but I never kissed her and she started dating someone else because my boy brain was traumatized. And that's the story of the first time that I ever watched SNL. I hope that it made a lot of sense and was very moving for you. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope and I pray that this world finds peace and justice from atrocities that are afflicting people's ability to live at peace in their bodies, in their homes, where they are, with liberties that like joy. They like to laugh. They like to smile. They like to have fun. Almost like that matters when you're trying to make a comedy series, bruh. I swear to God, if you take my identity away from me and you castrate my name on the stage of NBC SNL, that's it for you, boy. I think I have enough evidence, but I still have my doubts. That's called being a woman and being afflicted by the man. The end. Noble. Be strong. Be a